The following is a fan-made audiobook. I do not own the rights to My Hero Academia, My Hero Academia school briefs, or any other media referenced. This video will in no way be monetized for personal gain. Please support the official release. My Hero Academia School Briefs, Volume 5. 1A Homecoming Tales 2, The Asui Family. After thanking her pro-hero bodyguard, Suyu Asui walked up to the door of her house for the first time in a good while.
Has Samadari been looking after Satsuki properly? Are they both doing their homework? All right. We'll have to do the winter cleaning before Mom and Dad get home. Mom says she's picking up the osachi food for New Year's. And that we already have soba noodles in the house.
It was out of old habit that Suyu went over this laundry list of tasks to handle. Her parents' work sent them both on frequent business trips, so before the dorm system had been implemented, Suyu had been largely responsible for minding her brother, Samidare, the middle sibling, and her sister, Satsuki, the youngest. In this moment, she knew that cataloging the tasks in her head would let her leap into action more efficiently once inside, and any free time that remained would be set aside for studying. As she reached for the doorknob, Suyu suddenly felt transported back to her pre-UA days, and she let out a few ribbity chuckles in spite of herself.
Welcome back, Suyu. Yeah, welcome.
Waiting for her in the entryway were Samadari and Satsuki, both wearing aprons.
Hi, you two. Did you get hungry and start making dinner early?
Asked Suyu.
Nah, this is because I'm on bathroom cleaning duty,
said Samadari.
I'm cleaning the kitchen, said Satsuki.
Both siblings defiantly placed their hands akimbo. Suyu was shocked. They'd helped her wash dishes in the past, but they'd never really engaged in full-blown house cleaning.
Mom and Dad did the big cleaning last Sunday, and we've already got water boiling for the soba, so you should take a load off in your room, Suyu, said Samadari. We got tea and snacks ready for you too, said Satsuki. But... No buts allowed, said Samadari, as he and Satsuki shoved the reluctant big sister down the hall and into her old room. Suyu peeked through the door and observed that her siblings had legitimately been cleaning. She had been prepared to tackle all sorts of chores upon arriving home, so this almost felt anticlimactic. Mulling this over, Suyu discovered freshly brewed tea and some snacks on the table, just as promised. They're really growing up, aren't they?
Internalizing this fact suddenly made her miss them dearly. Naturally, she'd worried about how her siblings would fare when she'd had to leave home, so learning that they could actually fend for themselves to this extent conjured a mixture of melancholy and joy.
Well, who am I to reject this hospitality? Said Suyu to herself.
As she finally started to relax with the tea and snacks, her phone rang. It was her old friend Habuko Mongoose.
Hello? Habuko?
Suyu, how's it hanging? Did you get home yet? I feel like it's been forever.
Wait, how did you know I'm visiting home?
Your little bro filled me in. Time flew by as Suyu and Habuko recounted the latest goings-on in their lives. They chatted about school, friends, and their recent obsessions. And it felt like the conversation might never end, if not for a loud crash from the Asui family kitchen.
Sorry, Habuko. I'll call you back,
said Suyu, dashing out of her room toward the kitchen. She arrived to find a cooking pot laying on the floor, surrounded by water that had clearly been inside the pot until a moment ago. Nearby, her brother and sister stood stupefied.
What happened? I dropped the pot, said Samadari. It was heavier than he thought, added Satsuki. You were trying to make soba, right? That's okay. Let me take over.
As Suyu reached for the fallen pot, she saw her siblings slump gloomily, and noticed a bandage on one of Samadari's fingertips. It instantly reminded her of the days she had spent learning to cook, way back when.
They've really been trying.
Suyu stood and gave them both pats on the head.
Actually, why don't we make the soba together? Suggested Suyu. Is that okay with you two?
Samadari and Satsuki stared at Suyu's warm smile, and then at each other. After a moment of silent consultation, they gave a cheery, "Okay," in unison. Suyu texted Habako to let her know what had happened and promised to chat again another time. Now they needed time to get down to business. The three Asui siblings set the pot over the stove, prepared the dipping sauce, chopped the chives, set up the colander, and laid out the plates and bowls. Watching her brother and sister take the lead, Suyu suddenly recalled her Kakizomi homework assignment concerning her aspiration for the coming year.
How about wa, as in peace and harmony, since that's all I want for my brother and sister when I can't be there for them?
This thought brought a smile to Suyu's face, just as she heard her parents calling out,
"We're home!"
from the entryway.
"Welcome home!"
croaked all three kids. With the whole family united again, more smiles were sure to follow.